Back with Midcap Masala, and we were just interacting with the management of KP Green before the break, who are very confident of achieving their 2030 guidance by the end of 2026 itself. And they've said that they're going to be releasing a fresh set of targets and new guidance by June or July this year. So while that was an optimistic conversation, let's shift focus to another company from the broader end of the market, and that's Amagi Media Labs. We have Mr. Bhaskar Subramanian, the Managing Director and CEO of Amagi Media Labs, joining us on this show. Now, the reason that we're interacting with this management is because they have bagged two recent partnerships. One with the media company named Matrox Partnership, and the other one with AccuWeather. So much to talk about. Thanks so much for your time today, Mr. Subramanian. Let's first talk about your most recent deal, and let's start with the partnership with Matrox Video. What does the partnership involve, and what is the tenure of this, the nature of the partnership? If you could help us with more details over here.
Matrox Video is a been a leader in the broadcast video space for a very long time. They have multiple customers in the hardware deployments today already across the globe. And they had built a new video pipeline software on top of it, which Amagi is partnered with for building all its future stuff. So what we're looking at is fundamentally, as you know, Amagi is working on modernizing a lot of our broadcast customers' workflows and bringing it to the cloud. So as part of that effort, we've tied up with Matrox so that we can actually use the same infrastructure that they've built on the hardware, bring it as a software infrastructure on the cloud so that we can actually reuse it. It's a fairly technical product that they have. And we are building our new production systems and others on top of that particular software. So it's a software partnership that we have gone along with them, fundamentally to enable our customers who are in hardware to move to software and to the cloud. That's the core reason why we're doing this.
Understood. Mr. Subramanian, if you could also help us understand the financial impact of this partnership, any visibility on the revenue from this deal?
It's very early, Snehi, in terms of it's just about a start of a partnership and a relationship. These will be over a multi-year relationship that we are starting to build. It is very early days to kind of comment on any sort of financial models and how it's going to play out. But I would say that this is a critical sort of a partnership that we're really engaging in so that we can build it for the future. That's the way we see it. I don't have any exact financial numbers and estimates to share at this point in time.
Right, so that's as far as the latest partnership is concerned. But Mr. Subramaniam, you also recently announced a partnership with AccuWeather. If you can take us through some more details and how will that benefit the company?
AccuWeather is one of the premium weather companies in the US. They essentially provide weather data and run some of the most popular weather content channels as well as apps in the US market. So what AccuWeather was looking to do was have been using traditional broadcast playout on-prem hardware-based approach. That's the way they were actually running their systems. This is a classic cloud modernization journey that Amagi talks about with our customers, where we enable them to move to a modern cloud infrastructure of all their broadcast TV channels. Right now, all the TV channels of AccuWeather in the US is running on Amagi's infrastructure on cloud. So the partnership and the customer relationship that we have with AccuWeather is fundamentally shifting them from a hardware deployments that they had to a complete cloud-based architecture, which is in line with what we do with lots of our customers. And AccuWeather is literally the newer one who's joined the same bandwagon of modernizing their infrastructure using Amagi.
Okay. And Mr. Subramanian, based on your Q3 earnings presentation, roughly 10% of your media ops are now on cloud. What is your TAM and expansion opportunity when it comes to the entire cloud segment?
So roughly, if you look at it, the overall TAM is about $16.9 billion. If you look at our DRHP, that's where we had talked about this whole TAM, for example. Out of the $16.9 billion, $5.5 billion is the total serviceable market for the playout and the services that Amagi provides today from a technology standpoint. Out of that $5.5 billion, 10% has moved to the cloud, which is roughly about $500+ million. So that's the market that we're really trying to attack and really do this. Having said that, the biggest journey that we're seeing and acceleration that we're seeing in the next 3 to 5 years is the cloud modernization journey, where from the 10%, we see the dial moving somewhere close to 50 to 60% by 2029. So that's the biggest reason and the big multiplier effect that we are continuing to see as a growth area for us as a company.
And Mr. Subramanian, what is the current revenue contribution from your top 5 clients and your growth outlook going forward? Are you looking to diversify your client base?
Essentially, we don't report top 5, we report top 10 clients. It's roughly about 38% as of the last quarter that we had actually done as part of our quarterly reporting. And we feel comfortable and healthy about where it is, and we'll continue to progress that, monitor that. So it's roughly about 38% for the top 10 clients.
Okay, so 38% of your total revenue pie contributed to by your top 10 clients. Mr. Subramanian, I was also going through your company's financials. The company has free cash flow of about 118 crore as of Q3 end. If you could help us understand how is this going to be deployed, what are going to be some of the uses for this FCF that you have right now?
See, typically we have, obviously, as you know, we've raised capital, as well as we had money in the bank as well. We continue to explore opportunities primarily for both our current R&D investments as well as acquisitions going forward. So again, this is really to grow our really an R&D portfolio and be the best product company in the world. So we continue to invest in R&D a lot and also look for acquisitions worldwide. So those are the places where we would continue to see where we will spend these monies as we move forward as well.
And Mr. Subramanian, how are you using AI within your business to optimize your operations? What kind of synergetic gains are you enjoying as a result of AI?
Okay, so AI has tremendous opportunities in the media business. If you look at it, I think as we all know, it's a transformative technology for the whole world. But more importantly, in the media business, we see significant changes happening. 2 big trend lines that we're really focusing on today from an AI investment standpoint as a company is enabling our customers to bring operating efficiencies to the whole system. For every dollar of technology spend they're doing today, they're spending close to about $4 in human cost and operating efficiencies, which we feel is going to be the biggest advantage. So Amagi is building a whole agentic infrastructure on top of our own platform today, so that we can actually bring down the cost structures for our customers. So that's one big effort for us from an AI standpoint. The second big effort that we're really focusing on is in terms of enabling our customers to take their content and be able to transform it and reuse it and reach multiple different audiences across social platforms or any other platforms and go global. So those are the 2 big areas where we think AI could be a very big transformative force. Internally, obviously, a lot of our software is getting now built by AI toolkits, for example. So we are all in on AI. We truly believe it's a great transformation technology. We're very excited and bullish about how Amagi can leverage this for our customers. And we continue to see significant progress with our own customer traction of some of the AI tools and technologies we've announced already in the market. We had announced a product called NewsPulse a few weeks back, which is actually an AI first agentic product, which actually is for the newsrooms, where you can actually extract all your news information, storylines, and tweet it and get it to Facebook or YouTube Shorts and others, for example. We're seeing tremendous good possibilities on those sort of tools, and we'll continue to see a new set of tools that Amagi will be building based on the whole agentic infrastructure.
Okay, Mr. Subramanian, so you sound very bullish over there, and we hope to interact with you more often now on. Thank you so much for your time today. Okay, viewers, on that note, we completely timed out on this edition of Midcap Masala. From Ashesha, me and the team that put this show together, thanks so much for tuning in. But stay tuned to ET Now, because Buy Now, Sell Now will take all your live viewer queries up next, so stay tuned.